Hey, if anybody's in the comments, let me know if you can hear me. I'm using an entirely new setup now that things are a little different. Oh, what's on my mask? By the way, while we're talking, I'm doing this from my phone, so I can't type my answers. Owl's Odyssey said, what's on your mask? This is a present I got, and I believe it's a clown from Nerdcast. If you know, you know. It's a Brazilian nerd podcast. The problem is I'm not good enough in my Portuguese to understand all of it, but this is part of my motivation to learn more. Good morning, Warren Hill. Good morning from São Paulo, Brazil. Great, you can hear me just fine. Thank you. Thank you. Was there a long delay before my picture, came up? Because the way it looks on my phone, thank you, Laura. The way it looks on my phone is for me to click the start broadcast button. It's right next to the button where my menu screen comes down. So I've got to get really clever with my timing and my big finger to get it in there. So, como vai? Boa tarde, good afternoon. And it occurred to me while I was out the other day, because I don't have coffee in my house. In my house, I'm a tea person. I spent a lot of time living in Asia. And in Brazil, I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for the level of coffee that's just in everyone's life. It's a big deal out here. I mean, everybody drinks it all the time. And two common phrases you hear are vamos tomar café, meaning vamos meaning let's go, tomar meaning take or to drink, café. They pronounce coffee café in Portuguese. So it's vamos tomar café. Oh, vamos marcar café. Let's mark a coffee, meaning let's mark a time to have coffee. So I'm going to order 2 coffees here. So when you get here to hang out with me, you'll know what you're doing even if I'm not here with you. So let's see, where's my awesome hostess with the mostest waitress? Because when she saw me sit down, she walked over and I said, hold on, give me a minute. And how's my lighting? I'm using all natural lighting instead of my my normal rig where I have the light above me. So when she gets, when I catch her eye, I'm going to order some coffee. And I'm going to order coffee the way that, okay, here she comes. Desculpe. Eu preciso 2 cafés. Dois cafés. Café puro e café com leite.
Grande.
Não.
Pequeno.
Pequeno. E adoçante líquido e açúcar. Obrigado. So what I ordered was 2 coffees. I ordered 2 regular-sized coffees. Coffee comes in, things in Brazil generally come in 2 sizes, small and medium. They don't have large, and that's good because if you're from the United States, our concept of large in anything is considered family size for everybody else in the world. So they have, do you want a small or a medium? So I normally come in and I get a medium size, café con leche. Leche is the word for milk. So I get a medium size, which is a glass about yay tall, and it's coffee with milk in it. Now you can get very specific. You can say café con leche frío. What that means is when you make my coffee, pour cold milk in it. So it cools down faster, but some people don't like the conflict. Thank you for telling me. It's the conflict between I can have cooler coffee, but I can also have the film on top. Obrigado. Yeah, she knew something strange was up when she saw me setting this up. She was like, all right, hey. So this is the first thing I'm going to show you guys. This is hot. This is café puro, meaning pure coffee. This is the stuff of dreams. This is liquid legend. When I first arrived in Brazil, I asked myself, why are they serving coffee in such tiny, tiny little glasses? Because look at my index finger. My index finger is taller than that glass, right? Why are they serving coffee in these tiny little glasses? You can get a little plastic straw with it. Well, the reason is they often insultingly call weaker coffee cafe americano, meaning it's watered down. Veloc85 said, do they pasteurize their milk? I believe so, because milk, and this is something I found out that's true of America as well, milk doesn't need to be refrigerated. Once it's sealed and pasteurized, you can put it at regular room temperature. In Brazil, when you go shopping for milk in a box, all the milk is just on a shelf next to the eggs, and none of it's refrigerated because it doesn't need to be. But in America, the way things work, people won't drink milk if they don't think it's been refrigerated the whole time. So they only refrigerate it during the last leg of the journey when they put it on your shelf. Because pasteurized milk sealed in a box, you'll be fine. Let's see, most Americans can't handle Brazilian coffee. It takes a strong tongue. Wow, yes, Owl. I'm gonna see if I can put this on the. Oh, wow, okay, I can do that. As long as I touch my phone delicately, I can get things on the screen. So she said it takes a strong tongue. So this is, it's really hot. But one of these right here, this is like pre-workout. I mean, I know a lot of guys in the gym. If you came from the United States, came to work out with me on a morning workout in Sao Paulo, we could actually go to the cafe, hit 2 of these, and this is like a pre-workout because I can't show you. Well, no, I can show you. You can't see anything behind that coffee. You can't see through it. You're looking in the darkness. You're looking into the abyss right now. You're looking into the Brazilian abyss with this coffee. Now, normally, in most restaurants, and by the way, I'm not in some fancy restaurant that you see on television. This is a regular-ass restaurant that you're going to see on the corner everywhere in Brazil. You can't go wrong if you say, well, I told me to go in, ask for a cafe puro, pure coffee, cafe puro. Now, they're also going to give you this. Greetings, Brandon. Thank you for the $5. Actually, your $5 is going to, wow, your $5 pays for a lot of coffee. Because I think this coffee will cost me 2 Brazilian real, which is less than 50 US cents. So that $5 right there, you just bought me coffee for the week whenever I go out with my friends. I appreciate that. Brother Craig says, yeah, that's similar to Cuban style. I haven't been to Cuba, but if you have been, we need to sit down and download on the differences in coffee and how in so many other countries, particularly in Latin America, coffee is not, it's a more serious thing. It's stronger. It's an event thing. You can actually say, let's sit down for coffee. Let's see, Joni said, it looks like a baby coffee. I don't know if you got to the party late, Joni, but look at that. Look at that. You can't see into that. Yeah, that old school coffee. Now, here's what's going to get you. When you go to the restaurant or cafe or the corner place where you are. All right, Vlog. Have we talked? I want you to email me, Vlog, YusefWateef@gmail.com. I apologize if I already have your email address, but we need to talk about when you get to Brazil. Okay. When you go to a restaurant, you have to say sem açúcar, no sugar, because a lot of restaurants, when they make their coffee, they pour sugar inside. It's more common than not that when they give you this, it's already got sugar in it. I come here because it's not like that. Now, here's the thing. When I tell you they put sugar in the coffee, I mean they load it. They love sweet things in this country, not just Sao Paulo, but all over Brazil. They love the sweets. And when you sit down at the table, they will give you one of these. And they cut the top off so you can get a nice, look at the size of the spout. What that means is that most people are turning this thing upside down and just dumping a load into their coffee. And if you like sweet coffee, I'll tell you what, if you like sweet coffee, you come out here, go to a restaurant where they already put coffee, where they already have sugar inside their coffee, and you'll see what's up. Now for me, that's not it. All right, let's go to level 2. You got your coffee, but, oh, by the way, I'm testing this mic out. I've got a Boya microphone. I'm testing this out to see if the background noise interferes with it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but one of my sponsors got me this a while back. Thank you guys, by the way. It's your, donations and Patreons and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see it. It's a Boya microphone. Very famous, very affordable. One of the people who supports the channel got it for me, and I have it right there. Okay, Al gave us an interesting point. She said Havanna. Havanna is a chain of restaurants, no, dessert stands that serve coffee. They will give you coffee and put, well, I don't know. Do they even know doce de leche in the United States? There's no way to describe sweetened milk. It's creamy. It's not caramel. But that's the only thing in the United States we have to associate with it. They give you your coffee and a spoonful of it on the side. And I watch my friends take the entire spoon, stick it in their coffee, stir it up, and we're talking. And I look at them and my eyes just explode. Like, I tried it exactly once. I couldn't finish the coffee. Does this microphone, Boya, B-O-Y-A, Boya microphone, and good afternoon to, or good morning, wherever it is you are, to She Learns Life, who runs Melanated Multilinguals on Facebook. You and I have to talk. We have to talk soon. We got some stuff to talk about. So she said she used to drink warm milk and honey. Now, what culture is that from? I don't warm milk and honey. It sounds good. I just don't know what culture that is. So if you're like me, right, I'm not gonna put sugar in my coffee. I'm not a sugar person. So whenever I have any coffee, most restaurants will have adoçante líquido. Adoçante líquido, artificial sweetener liquid. And they will put it on your table. You have to ask for it because the default setting is sugar. So for a cup this size, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's very powerful. 5 of those, stir it up. Yeah, that's the business. So again, your A side, you go to your restaurant, you order cafe puro. They're going to say pequeña or media. Order a small one, pequeño, just to try it, okay? And then you get sugar at your table. If you don't want sugar, you ask for adoçante líquido. It's clear. You know, it's the regular off-brand liquid sweetened sugar. If you get the kind for your house, it's a different brand. I'll show you guys that later. But let's move on. What happens if you want, bam, this is how I drink mine. Café con leche. It's regular dark coffee with a little bit of milk. Now notice this is not like American milk with, American coffee with milk. You still can't see through this. It's actually darker than most. If you want to be specialized, and because we already know I'm gonna put some of this in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. All right, I hope that doesn't mess up. Okay. Now here's the other thing I'm gonna show you. It adds a clever milkiness to the power of the coffee, but you can order it 2 ways. You can say, yeah, I want regular café con leche, pequeño. They're going to give you one of these, okay? After that, you can also say something else. You can say bem escuro. Escuro is dark. You can say very dark. So this is normal. Now I'm going to do something I shouldn't be doing at my table. I hope she doesn't get mad. If you order café con leche, bem escuro, it means they're going to put a higher concentration of coffee in and a shorter concentration of milk. I wanted to show you what it was like normal, off the shelf, off the factory. Yeah. So, all right, team, let's review. You walk into the restaurant with your friends. You don't know what to do. Maybe you're hungry, maybe you're not, but you want to be casual and chat with them, practicing your newly found Portuguese skills. You say, oi, moça. Moça means miss. It's a polite way of saying lady, or you can also use say, wait, oi, moça. Oh, café puro, por favor. Sem açúcar. Sometimes they'll say, oh, café, now you may have to repeat yourself. They'll say, oh, café puro, sem sugar, sem açúcar. And you say yes. See. Now, if you're lucky, she's going to bring you your regular black coffee. If you're not lucky, she's going to say, sem açúcar, meaning when they mix their coffee, when they mix their 5-gallon supersized vat of coffee that they make here, that means they already put sugar in it. Unfortunately. you're going to have to run with that. That's on you. I'm telling you, it's going to blow your socks off. Then what you do is you can also say, café con leche, por favor. Coffee with milk. Short coffee with milk. As I said, it takes about 50 US cents. Small things like this make life easier abroad. You know, that black expats in Brazil, that black expat life. These are the small tools you'll need. I would say if you're with friends and you don't know what else to do, one of the things I've done many times is just order a coffee, even if I don't drink it, just to be part of a little social group and sit down. You can order everybody around a coffee. It's not a big deal. You want to get fancy with it? Order a slice of cake with it. But when you come to Brazil to hang out with me and you go with your friends, remember, you're going to be out with people, and if you're doing it the right way, hey, BK from the Rockies, hey, listen, you're one of the people that's on the top of my list that I want to be sitting down sharing coffee with. Again, BK from the Rockies, town sheriff, one of the best people out there. He's a good man to know. This is a guy who has helped me do quite a bit. He's pushed me harder on YouTube. He's one of the people that, shout this out, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching from Facebook, still make sure that you come to the YouTube page, YusefWateef, and subscribe there. But he also made sure that I did this. I have Patreon. I'm not at my computer, so I can't flash it up on the screen for you. My Patreon site is where I talk about a lot of things that are not necessarily as much fun as what we do on YouTube, but on Patreon is where I get into the things I do to make money, the things that enable me to travel the world, the things that allow me a lot of the success I have. I bring in other business owners. I talk heavily about working for yourself and finding a way to work for yourself as early as possible, because that's what gave me my freedom in life. Make sure you go to my Patreon, take a look at it, and I think there's going to be something there for you. What did Vlog say? I'm going to come back to the United States and not, yes. Yeah, you're not going to want to drink American coffee because they're going to give you this giant mug of coffee that you could see to the bottom of. And you're going to think, man, I was with YusefWateef and we were drinking these little short blasts of Brazilian coffee and in the warm Brazilian sun, you know, in our tank top, shout out, sun's out, guns out. Hold on, you can't, yeah. Shout out to the 5x5 weightlifting method. I've been putting my mask back on. You can see my tank top start to swell up again. Brother Craig said, yeah, that Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks is not going to cut it anymore. Well, I watched an interesting article on Starbucks, and they actually said you should not go to Starbucks in a coffee house. You should think of it as a candy factory, because they were proving that one cup of Starbucks had just as many calories as most candy bars. You're drinking candy. You're literally drinking candy. If that's what you want to do, that's fine, but I think it sneaks up on a lot of people. A lot of people don't know that Starbucks is a great place if you look at it as what it is. It's another reason I'm not going to go off on a tangent, but you have to intentionally order a healthy coffee there. Like drinking one of these, I have to be very honest, drinking even one of these with sugar is still healthier than most Starbucks. So I want to say hello to everybody. I want to say I hope everybody gets a chance to join me down here, not just in Sao Paulo where I live, but all over Brazil. I hope that everybody gets a chance to come down, order their coffee. I want to hear you with your Portuguese. I'm looking forward to everybody. Please make sure you subscribe and like and share. If you haven't been here before, I talk about three things generally. I talk quite a bit about money because money is my favorite subject. Money is a great state to have. I talk about world travel, not just my life in Brazil, but I have friends who've lived all over the world. And we share content and we share stories and we try to get people to realize none of us are special. We talk about these global issues and living abroad and expat life and the digital nomad lifestyle and all that good stuff. We want you to realize none of us are special. Anybody watching this right now can be sitting here next to me in a couple of months with the proper planning. That's one of the things I do on my Patreon. You know, and the last thing I talk about is I talk about a lot of social issues. So I tell everyone this: I want you to subscribe, and I want you to subscribe and make sure you stay subscribed for 1 month. Now, if after a month it's not for you, I understand it's not for you. but I think you'll find some things that you enjoy. So on that note, I'm going to try to stick my big ass finger in this little area to see if I can click. Wait, what? Hold on. Did you just say grapefruit flavor? I love the grapefruit flavored one at Starbucks. What? Starbucks is doing grapefruit flavored coffee? I think they've officially run out of ideas. They've sold so many of everything, they've officially run out of ideas. But don't try to order that stuff down here.